This is FTL. Today I'm going to be trying out this new ship. I did a little bit off stream just to test and see how this thing worked. So maybe we can have a decent run so that I'm not completely lost. As you can see, I actually completed one of the achievements sort of by accident. All you have to do is stun 4 things with ions at the same time, which is really quite easy. I was actually wrong about how the layouts work, by the way. I thought that each one of these achievements that you got would give you a new layout. How it actually works is like layout B, for example. If I complete 2 out of 3 of the achievements, I unlock the second, the second layout. And if I do other things, like getting to the end of the game with type B, then I unlock type C. So that's a little bit different than what I thought. But we only have type A, so we'll just start on normal. Remember, losing is part of the fun. No, I'm serious. They say that. Okay, first things first, let's name our gentleman here. Since Mero raided us, he'll be our pilot, the human. And the 2 Ingies. HS Temp 1. Odd 9s. Yes indeed. I guess it is fun when I lose for the people watching. Save this layout. I do think it's, so far I still think it's best to have a guy on weapons, a guy on engines, and a guy on piloting. Once we get a 4th guy, put him on shields. Distress beacon here. I think we'll go straight there. Let me get a name when you get a new guy. Absolutely. Why isn't Malcolm Rose the pilot? Because there is a very limited number of people in this game, so I want to name as many after chat as possible. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna open up the wiki again, because I want to know what the rewards are. I really probably ought to install a mod that just kind of tells you what the results are, since I'm going to look it up anyway. This is called Friendly Ship Out of Fuel. So if I give them fuel, we get either a map of the sector, which is really valuable, or a high amount of scrap, or a weapon or a reactor upgrade. This is so worth it, holy shit. Give them fuel. They give me a map of the sector. Okay, that's fine. That's good. This is outrageously good. There's an ion storm there, and there's a sun there in the nebula, or just outside the nebula. There's an asteroid field there, and there's a distress beacon. So we want to try to get to the ships, which, holy hell, there's a lot of them. And we want to get to the distress beacons, which I think the rewards are generally the best here. And I think I do want to go to the asteroid field. We know there's stores, but we can avoid those in Act 1. Yeah, that lower left store is incredibly cocked. Okay, so with this ship, take off the O2. Actually, turn that back on. With this ship, you have a combat drone. We use up a drone every fight, basically, if we want to blow up ships. He comes out. We finally have a drone subsystem. We're gonna just have auto fire on. No reason not to, really. But we can't do damage to ships without this drone, is the thing, with our basic setup, because this is just an ion blast. It's very, very powerful. Fires every 4 seconds, which is really quite good. Damn. We've missed an awful lot. Mainly because this thing's, it's a drone ship, so it's got really good evasion, but not anymore. Okay, since the piloting's offline, we're gonna go ahead and repair our shields. There we go. Well, we took a little more damage there than I would have liked, but I don't know if there was really anything I could do about that. Yeah, taking hull damage is sometimes impossible to avoid, and that is the part of the RNG that I don't like. I guess that's probably one of the reasons why you really want to focus on upgrading shields ASAP. Now, I have repaired everything, or at least as much as possible, with the same guy, because I want to get him to level 1 repair as fast as possible. It turns out you don't really get a bonus at all unless you reach the green icon or the yellow icon level 1 or level 2. So it's best to try to optimize by training up one dude on things, you know, like repairing. Okay, asteroid field should be kind of interesting. I wonder... Actually, that's more harm than good for me, really. Because, yeah, I can knock their shields out and let the asteroids kill them. Well, that would save me a drone, though. But the question is, could I defend against them? Well, let's do the ship first, and then we'll go to the distress beacon, and then maybe we'll hit up the asteroid. Oh yeah, Quad 9s, I've been doing that, actually. Okay. Get the drone out. But I was referring to things like, I was actually referring to repairs. Like, if you have repairs to make, it's ideal to have the same dude do all the repairs. Oh god, they have flak, that's really annoying. We're able to shut down their weapons, though, to some degree with this ion cannon. Haven't had a whole lot of luck with our drone here. For convenience, we're going to have, I think we're going to have 9s do the repair up here. I don't want to move this guy off here. I'd like to be able to dodge. Yeah, we're getting very unlucky with the RNG in terms of shutting down their weapons. God damn it. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is outrageous. I may just mulligan the run. But I don't think I've done anything that was not optimal here, is the thing. I've just gotten extremely unlucky. Like, it's a bunch of horseshit. And this is my big complaint about the game, if I had to say, like, tell me what I could have possibly done differently in these last couple fights, you know? Other than not run into a dude with a flak gun who rolls really well, and I don't roll poorly, you know, on attacking. I mean, I guess the game, like, very quickly allows you to restart, but this is what I'm talking about when I say this game has a little bit too much RNG in it. I guess I could have just avoided ship fights, but then you don't get as much scrap and it's a problem, so... What's funny is, if I did have, the only thing I imagine is rush engines and then jump away. Yeah, no, that's true, as soon as you see the flak. But the thing is that if I hadn't rolled incredibly poorly on firing, we would have shut down their flak cannon basically forever. Yeah, I'm just gonna mulligan the run because this is dumb as hell. Store immediately, okay. Okay, so we immediately get a sun. This guy has missiles and a laser. Oh, I can't save the names of the guys. I'll rename the guys in a minute if this fight goes well and I don't mulligan again. See, look at that. See, we have both the weapons shut down. So it's just a matter of we missed that ship way more times than maybe we should have, you know? Not really sure what the game design solution to that would be, either. Obviously this game wants to have a certain amount of RNG in the hits and the misses, but I don't know, maybe it shouldn't. But, it's always kind of a fine line. There's solar flare coming. Hopefully it doesn't damage my hacking system and my drone system more. Okay, it damaged my doors, that's fine. Oh, I can't open those doors because it's messed up. That's okay. We'll move these guys off to fight that fire. Useful scrap, very good. We need to get a guy on engines immediately and jump out of here. Let's, what's the best thing to do here? Do I need to keep a guy on engines? No, we can jump without a guy in the engine room. Okay, we'll get a little more in the way of repairs done then. Maybe we can finish that. Yeah, we did. Now we have to jump. I suppose I will hit up the distress beacon. Jump back one node and then hop to the store. So that's the question, isn't it? Strategy-wise, so I could do that, but look how little in the way of money I have. Is there really any reason to do that? If I can't afford any of the good stuff? I mean... And the game is designed in such a way that even if I found a weapon that I could afford, I wouldn't be able to power it and my current weapon at the same time. So I almost think that stores in Sector 1 are simply a trap, you know, under most circumstances. But I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into the nebula. Okay, we don't need doors for this fight. We'll just, whoops, I should be firing my Ion Blast. You need a weapon? No, we're okay for now as long as I don't miss with this stupid Ion Blast. I guess it all comes down to what kind of rewards you get in the first few nodes. Right, I mean, I'm sure there's scenarios where going to a shop in Sector 1 makes sense, but I just don't think we're there. Oh shit, that's really good. Sometimes the game just kind of hands you good stuff. We'll probably sell this for money, but it's just really good in terms of... can I already power this? Yeah, I could. We're not going to run it every single time because that'll cost a drone part, and usually they won't have combat drones, but yeah, it could be cool. Yeah, Murder Dog, I am of the mind that shields are probably the correct play. Alright, let's repair this damage. Also, this run's going okay, so let's make some names. So, I forget who I made as the pilot, because that run didn't last very long at all. That was Mero, actually, because he raided. Thank you again, Mero, for the Twitch raid. Nines. And who was the other one? HS Temp 1. Of course, I can always just make it the most recent chatters. They're back from the dead. That run didn't happen. That was just a dream. Okay, let's close up all of our doors and get our oxygen back before we jump. Loknar from Master of Orion 2. Yeah, that's what we need. That guy was a pimp. Wasn't he the last Orion? With like the best stats in the game other than Mr. X or whatever his name was. Dream that you just die instantly to the second guy. I mean, honestly, flat cannons are such horseshit that I don't know if they should even spawn in Sector 1. Like, that is a really, really good gun when you're using it, and apparently it's really, really good when the enemy has it too. So, not a fan of what happened there, I have to say. I'd love to see what a streaker would do in that situation. I think the suggestion was correct from Twitch chat that you should just jump away. Intruders on board. So we harvested some stuff. This is cool. So this ship has a bit of a problem with intruders because we have two of the guys that do half damage. And so we kind of suck at fighting dudes. Now, with regards to skills, I was of the mind that one guy does all the repairs, and likewise, if one guy can get away with doing all the fighting, that'd be pretty cool, huh? I don't think I have that prerogative, though. We certainly don't want to starve them out of oxygen, because that's just stealing experience from myself. Intruders detected. We have no way of knowing where they are until they pop into the engine room, apparently. So there's one guy, two guys, three guys. Yeah, I don't think I can really safely attack with just one dude. I would love to get the human to like max combat, but yeah, we have NG heals all the time, although they're only like partial heals, so we'll still have to run dudes into the med bay, like so. But it's gonna make this a lot easier, I suppose, to some degree. Can you lead them to the med bay? I think that if I were to walk away, they just start busting up the engine room. Although I think that it may have been, I think I may have gotten fibbed to a little bit by Twitch chat. I don't think it causes hull damage if they break the ship systems. Leave the doors open? Oh, okay. Well, they're not locked or anything. It does 1 damage? You sure about that? I swear I have seen situations where it goes red and I don't take hull damage. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that was something else. You know what would be cool is if I could heal these guys, the enemies somehow, and then just like farm up the experience, you know? It does? Okay, I'll take your word for it. Something weird must have happened then while I was messing with this offline. You can do if it's an enemy ship. Well, the rule, I mean, the rule could be different, you know, I suppose. Well, we'll find out. Because I think this is gonna go red. But yeah, I don't know how to lead them, if that's even possible. And I also don't think I can micro which one they're attacking, otherwise I'd have everybody attack Butters here. What an unfortunate name. You can do that if it's an enemy ship. Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about doing damage to their subsystems. And therefore to their hull. I may have timed this wrong. Okay, good, he didn't die. Okay, I took a hull damage. Should we vent everything that isn't medbay? In retrospect, perhaps I should have. I think I'm being a little greedy for experience here. Don't you gain fighting XP for killing? Well, that's the question. Is it for killing or is it for damaging? I thought it was just like straight up being in combat. But I see that none of them have gotten experience, so maybe it is for killing. I should look that up, actually, because that would change the game entirely in terms of what we should be doing here. Okay. So Marrow got the kill. It appears as though it's only for killing. Unless that was a coincidence. Very interesting. Way more gameable, yeah. There's some marrow in here. He is hitting the wrong guy. send HS Temp out. I want to feed both the kills to Marrow if I can, but instead, he's just getting owned. Okay, did he get another? Yeah, he leveled up. Okay. So you are... Okay, you're guaranteed a skill point by killing somebody. That is so interesting. Wow. Nice micro. Oh, I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran of StarCraft 1, bro. This is nothing. Okay, so that does change things. So it is optimal to vent Atmo and do some extra damage to them, especially on this ship. I wonder if I'm guaranteed repair experience. I doubt it. No, that went up. See if it goes up. It went up again. Okay. So experience works a little differently than I thought it did. Learning those things is pretty important, I suppose. My engine system must be functioning. Well, it is. Oh, wait. I need to charge it. Okay, let's hit up this nebula. We're eventually going to get back to this distress beacon. Manta ship A. Well, they certainly don't have drones. No reason to use the anti-drone. I'm starting new, Senshi. This is only my 3rd stream of this game. Nice, we shut down the bomb. See, look how quickly we can just shut down all their weapons. This is really quite a strong ship, it just kind of relies on not missing with the ion blast, you know? And technically, if I were willing to wait a really, really, really long time, certain ships I could starve the oxygen out at. That's one of the things I wanted to test offline. It takes way, way too long to bother streaming it, but it is a benefit, you know, in certain situations. Resets constantly to unlock your last ship. I don't know, I may unlock some ships offline with some of those tedium strats, but depends on if people want to see that on stream or not. You need to hit certain events in a row. Oh, that's lame. You seem to get a lot more scrap from killing the crew. Yeah. Imagine just sitting in an XP combat loop with utter silence. They'll just start talking about politics. That's always good. Get sensors level 2 for the blue events. Is that optimal, I wonder? Does that help in nebulas? Because if I can make nebulas not suck ass, that'd be really good, because if that cuts down on the number of like times that you go into a nebula and nothing happens, I think that's like huge. And it's only 25 scrap, so it's totally worth it. Can you get blue events from manned scanners? I doubt it. That's a good question. No, I don't think so. Upgrade medbay for blue events? See, that, I wonder. You know, I wonder if that might be optimal. Yeah, I should workshop things like that, but then again, we're so close to having extra shields, you know? And it feels weird to spend money, you know, on this crap when when combat is the name of the game, basically. But yeah, we can actually power this right now. Oh my god. Well, we've gotten very lucky. Wow. That's crazy. We found 2 drones. I want to look at this drone. Beam 2. I mean, yeah, Tony, but we never got like two drones in a row in Sector 1. Yeah, Beam 2 is going to be outrageous, and in fact, we already have the power to power this thing. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's going to be the primary fighter right there, because the Ion Blast will take down the shields, you know? In fact, I think because it's beam 2 rather than beam 1, it just cuts through level 1 shields, right? Interesting. So I was looking at this. I think I can go ahead and not use... Maybe with the extra shields we can have a fight real quick where I only deploy the beam, and then I get this achievement real quick, and that'll unlock the second layout. Let's do the distress. Running low on supplies, they suggest a trade. I don't need missiles, but does this give any kind of extra reward? Running low on supplies, let's find out. This is the drifting refugee ship. It looks like trading with them doesn't do anything. It's a shame, I was hoping this was a fight. Yeah, I don't need the missiles, you know? Oh well. Alright, let's go here. And then I think we'll go there, and then we should, well, no, that's too many jumps. I think we should go here. And then we can do all these. But that's probably not enough, is the thing. Very, very interesting. Problem is that if I go here, that's at least, let's see, 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4, 5, 6 jumps. This is where I really need that mod that tells me how far along they'll be. 1, 2, I'm just going to eyeball it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's questionable. Really questionable. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could go here, perhaps. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna go straight for it. Hopefully I'm not cucking myself out of one adventure. Hello. That's a hacking drone. Okay. Did they hack my shields immediately as part of the event? That's kind of annoying. Should I start firing or not? I want to get the achievement, but... Let's see what they hack. They hacked my O2. Okay. I turned Ion Blaster off because I'm trying to get the achievement where you don't fire anything, you just kill with drones. And I think it's totally safe for me to do this outside of running out of oxygen. Unless this doesn't cut through shields like I think it does. Oh no, the beam 2 just... If we wanted to do this, I needed to use the combat drone. Alright. I think. Yep. Well, I thought it did if it was this high level. Actually, what am I doing? Let's give the repairs to this guy. Boy, my O2 is going low very quickly. Oh, it's because I don't have it powered. No, I think I'm just gonna let my guys die of asphyxiation. By the way, this beam is great. Listen, I'm training my guys' ability to hold their breath, alright? Well, yeah, how do you think they got that way? It's because I starved them of their oxygen. Until they got better at not breathing. Guess I should chill out for a second. But yeah, with level 2 shields, I think I can just activate the combat drone and just win fights against certain things in this sector. and then I can get that achievement. Okay, so we'll go here, 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 and here. I really wish this was laid out differently so I wasn't missing out on adventures, but I just couldn't be sure. Yeah, we're not leading you to your destination. We're taking the free reward, and I mean, that's just not going to happen. They have our ship, yeah. Whoa! This is, oh my god. This is outrageous. This is what I'm talking about, man. This game is so RNG sometimes, because now we could just repair our ship with drone parts now. Crazy. And look how much extra money this is. They're just racist in favor of NG. Maybe. So we can blow drone parts to repair now if I feel like it, which is really, really good. Buy a point of drone power. I probably will at some point. I think we'll keep the anti-drone. You know, we could have, I wonder if I could have used the anti-drone to get the hacking drone off of me. I doubt it. But yeah, I'm going to save my money for shops. I don't think we really need that just yet. If I was going to get drone power, what I'd really want is have like 6 drone power so I could beam 2 and combat 1 at the same time and just completely crush the enemy, you know? So many automated vessels. You're right. So I would need 5, not 6. Okay, I need to, I can't fool around with this, unfortunately, because, that is a missile launcher. Why does it seem like I have less power than I thought? What is cheaper, repair or a drone to hull repair? It depends how much it healed. Repairs cost 3 scrap per point. So that drone parts cost 8 scrap. So if it heals more than, I guess 3, if it heals 3 or more, then it's worth it. Of course, infinite drones are not for sale, so if you're low on drones, then it matters. I think I'm gonna get the beam because I think you can't dodge beams. We're gonna take away the shield because it'll block this thing. And then we're gonna fire on their weapons. Hacked my sensors, that's fine. Okay, blew up my ion cannon, which is really, really annoying in this fight, considering that I have to have it to shut down their shield. Oh, we have power now. It's going to be on engines. Bro, could we get like just a single solitary miss, please? I guess 20% is not very high. I'm just going to keep doing their shields now. Keep them locked down so my beam can go in. I think I probably should use the combat drone. Until I have more of a way of keeping shields locked down. Hey, that's good. I have to wonder if maybe it's best to... Oh, there's a fire here. Hello. But beam and combat at the same time is going to be super sick. They said rock is immune to fire, but your rock guy kept losing HP putting them out. Huh. That shouldn't happen. Was there no air as well, perhaps? Because fires will take the air out of a room, I think. Okay, Is it possible for me to go here, here, and then go back? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. There's no way. Maybe I could go here and then back. 1, 2, 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So at 1 it's here. At 2 it's here. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I agree. We need that mod, man. Give me your goods, bruh. Trying to escape. Okay. Trains the intuition of a pilot, I guess. I personally do not like when information is hidden from me. Alright, we're gonna actually use the combat drone because I can't really bear for the beam to just not do anything, you know? This way he can at least hit the shield and do something, and then I can miss like a scrub. I can miss again like a scrub. This is so lame. Okay, there. He destroyed it. Cool. Okay, we can bear to lose that power. That's okay. I fired right before. Okay, losing a little more hull than I'd like, but don't worry, we have those repairs. Let's take a look and see again. 3 to 5 damage, so yeah, it's mathematically it is worth it to use hull repair as long as we still have drones. I might start doing that. Should probably turn my oxygen back on, huh? Civilian sector or civilian sector? There is a nebula coming up there, and there are hostile sectors coming up here. I think we go through hostile sectors. I want to say the rewards are probably more lucrative. And I just kind of hate nebulas, so I don't even want the option of going to one. I'm gonna let my oxygen come up a bit. Nebulas are poop sectors. They really are. Unless you have long-range scanners, it seems like they're just useless. Big nebula here. Oh, we have 100 scrap. Should I upgrade? I'm seriously tempted to get the med bay. Does it count as having a quote-unquote advanced med bay for events if you level this up? Because if so, it might be worth it. In fact, you know what? Let's just test it. Let's just test and see if we can get any juice out of this, since we're going to be spending a little time in this nebula. Probably not the med bay. Yeah, I think we're okay. So it's improved but not advanced. Well, I'm going to get the sensors and we'll see what we can do with that. Does that also boost the NG heal? I doubt it, but let's see. At reduced speed, so maybe, I don't know. I mean, you would think that would be reduced from the value that it's currently healing, but I don't know. Okay, there's the exit. I'm gonna hit up like everything in this nebula. That's an ion storm. Oh my god! What? Dude, this is like the Christmas run. 'Tis the season. Is that a good weapon? I don't know what's happening, man. After 3 volleys, it takes 7 seconds to charge. Wow. Shots per charge 2. It's insanely good. Required power, it's only required power 2 as well. Do we want that more than we want the Ion Blast? Oh, my O2's off. Why is my O2 off? Because of the Ion Storm, I guess? Why is the game being so kind to me? I don't even feel like I'm earning all these, you know? Would you rather depower the ship or blow it up? Well, I'd like to starve them of oxygen, but it's not really possible. Okay, let's think about this. Next system, there are friendly Ingi which upgrades your generator for free. Yeah, I think I've seen that event. I definitely want the extra shields for this fight, but that means I'm going to have no engines and no oxygen, which is a problem. Technically, with these weapons, I think it would be possible for me to deny these guys oxygen and kill them, but because we're in the Ion Storm, that would be incredibly annoying, maybe even impossible, because I am eventually going to run out of oxygen, so... Well, what should I do? I could get that achievement here, I suppose. We're immune to dying to these guys, most likely, with our level 2 shields. So, maybe I just get the combat drone out, even though it wastes a drone. Yeah, I want the Chivo, so we'll do that. And we'll just play defense. I'm gonna take our boy over to that. Actually, we're gonna send this guy. Move. Actually shut down his drone immediately, that's kind of cool. So, this is going to have a hard time cutting through his shields. Okay, I can afford to put on the O2 now because his weapons are completely offline. Well, that's a problem. Shit. FTL charging. Well, we just damaged the engine. Is that going to be enough? I trust in my drone. Heart of the cards. Well, maybe not. God damn it. He's not hitting the right stuff. I wonder how much the thing is delayed. This guy's okay. He's dead. Maybe get more power bars? Yeah, I should. It's the Ion. It's the Ion Storm that's screwing me over, though. I have enough power for the most part. Although, yeah, I probably should. I'm just trying to save money for... Yeah, I got the... it's the same NG ship. It's a different layout. I don't know exactly how different that is. Be interesting to find out how that works. That's the first new layout of the same ship that I've ever gotten. Yeah, let's get another power bar. You're right. Okay, we're gonna... I think I'm just gonna keep jumping to nebula locations. Here. No need to go here. We have plenty of stuff to explore this way. Really conveniently shaped nebula, I have to say. Intruders on board. Get somebody to doors. Actually, let's oh, there they are, right there. Okay. They're in the sensor room. Okay. I'm gonna move this guy in here to make sure that they're not damaging doors and stuff. Or really the systems. I think they'll go for... If you lock the doors and you close out the oxygen, I think they immediately try to go for the door rather than anything else. else. Oh no, there's no oxygen here. Uh-oh. Did I just accidentally give experience to... Okay, no I didn't. Good. Okay, there's no air. There should be air coming back here in a minute. I have my oxygen system on. Okay, there we go. In fact, let's close all the doors on the ship. Open up these fellas and give these guys air again. Oh, they're going here. Okay. Didn't really expect that, but alright. Again, I want to give experience to my human. He should be okay, I think, to fight this and win. Maybe not. I don't want this guy attacking, so we're gonna micro it. He's just gonna absorb shots so I don't take hull damage. And this is just long enough to get my human healed. The cool thing about this is my pilot will be a big boss in melee, which is great because if they teleport a dude into my pilot's chamber, I need that guy to get his ass kicked incredibly quickly to the dance nights. Oh, they're chasing me. God, the fact that I cannot aim for a particular guy is just incredibly frustrating, I gotta say. Because this whole problem would be not a problem at all if we could do that, because one of those dudes would be dead right now. This is so micromanagey. But if it's what it takes to win the game, I will do it. There we go. Didn't quite get to level 1 yet, but still pretty good. Never micro this much. Well, I mean, what's funny is we got literally nothing out of that in terms of bonus at this exact moment, because until that little green bar right there goes to the cap, no bonus at all. But we're kind of investing in our future, I guess you could say. Because right now, if I go here, it says it increases crew damage as you level it up. It's going to tell me exactly how much I think it's increasing crew damage once it actually gets a level. By way of example, if I were to have like level 1 piloting, instead of +5, it would say +7 when manning, evasion +7 when manning piloting. So, that's meaningful. Okay, let's go here. We've gotten nothing out of the sensors yet, by the way. Purchase an unknown weapon for 45 scrap. Do we need an unknown weapon? I don't think so. I think that there is a chance that we get garbage. Yeah. I think we just blow these guys up. I think we're doing so well on weapons right now. Unknown weapon can be a scam, and in the fight you only got 44 scrap back. Oh, do you mean like you actually get nothing? In that case, yeah, there's no reason. So this thing charges and it takes, I think, 16 seconds to charge, which is pretty ugly. Purchase an unknown Pegasus missile. Oh no! Anyway, our shields are good enough that I think we can't take damage from these guys, so we're just going to chill out with the chain laser. How you doing, prepaid Lennon? In fact, because we're basically immune to these guys, I feel like we could I mean, yeah, that's an ion, but it doesn't really matter. I feel like we could... Yeah, we could just chill out here and fully farm. We could get to 100% on weapon skill, on engines, etc. And yeah, we just, no, I'll show you everything that I found prepaid. This run has been Christmas tree run, basically. It's, I found like 3 different drones and this chain laser just randomly, and I'm only in Sector 2, so it's been kind of like stupidly generous. Yeah, actually, if I felt like it, I could, you know, I could just ion blast their oxygen and we could sit here for 20 minutes and eventually, I assure you, eventually they would go down. That little sound was me leveling up. So that's level 1. It's too bad I can't click this button and show what the benefit would be. I think it's an extra 5% charge, and then at level 2 it's 10%. But yeah, I mean, the benefit is good enough that it's actually worth it to do this, which is really, I mean, there's actually 2 things that happens here. By sitting here tediously waiting, I level up my guys, and if I do it for long enough, they run out of oxygen, and then they just die, and I get extra loot. So, if I had to name anything as like the biggest weakness of this game, this would probably be it. Because, I mean, I'm stuck sort of between a rock and a hard place where it's like, this is the optimal thing to do, but it takes a billion years and it's boring as hell. So, I don't know, you tell me, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to not take advantage of this, or? I don't know. And I'd be very interested to learn if any mods have dealt with this, you know? It wouldn't be a problem if you could speed things up. That is the #1 thing, yeah. I think that this would be totally fine if, and I mentioned this last time, I think, where you, basically, you know, Battle Brothers has this where you could speed it up on the overworld. Kenshi has this, and Kenshi, I mean, Kenshi is a very self-aware game. Kenshi knows exactly how goddamn grindy it is, and so if it didn't have that speed up button, nobody would play that game. Nobody would ever touch Kenshi if it didn't have a speed up button. This game is interesting because I think this is the opposite of the kind of game that wants you to grind, and I would say that this is, from a game design perspective, this is an enormous weakness, just absolutely huge. Because for me, like, the biggest thing about game design is consistency, right? It's not a bad thing, by the way, to make grindy games. It's totally fine. Some people enjoy them. I enjoy them sometimes. I don't really like streaming them, but you know, they're fun to play. But you need to make your game consistent, and your game needs to know what it is that it wants to be. And this game doesn't want to be a grindy game. It wants to be like a tactical and strategic choice-making game, very much like a deck-building game with kind of a different skin on top of it. You know, I would compare this game very much to like Slay the Spire or something. See, look, we eventually won. I guess that was only a couple minutes, but only because I was, it would have been boring as hell if I wasn't, you know, monologuing about game design the entire time. Ask me computer science questions next time we have to do this, and I'll just talk about that for 20 minutes. But yeah, we cut their oxygen, they died, we got extra loot because of it, and we got a bunch of experience. The truly optimal, I didn't even do the truly optimal thing though, which would have taken like 10 more minutes, which is that I shouldn't have targeted their oxygen. I should have targeted like their engines or something, and then just chilled out and went and made a sandwich and took a nap or something, and come back to full piloting, full weapons, full engineering. I could even like have them trade positions and get everybody to full piloting, shields, weapons, and engineering, like every single crew member. I mean, I don't know if that's worth it, but I bet you haven't even made a compiler. I have made a compiler. Terry taught me how to make a compiler. That's how you differentiate real programmers from, I guess I probably better not finish this quote. Okay, I think we go to the distress beacon. Oh, that's in a nebula. Aw, lame. We've been cucked. I can't go to this last nebula piece because I planned this out poorly. That's okay. I will hit the distress beacon. We'll hit these 2 things, and then we'll just like Gosh, we have done so well in this nebula slowing up the pursuit. Parser expression grammar. Yes, context-free grammars. There were a lot of Indian immigrants in my engineering in the engineering college, basically part of my university, and the phrase context-free grammar is oddly pleasant in that accent for some reason, and I heard it all day long for like an entire semester, 4,000 times a day, when I was taking compiler classes. It appears the distress beacon is coming from the surface. Sensors are picking up a single life form. Is this the madman? Oh. Wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down. Lone survivor. Am I gonna lose a crew member? I'm gonna be butthurt. Okay. Invite him to join your crew. Oh no, I just get a random crew member. Or I take him to his family and I get either a repair or a medium amount of scrap or a high amount of scrap. I think I'm gonna invite him to join my crew. I need a shield guy. Oh, it's a mantis. Hell yeah. Oh, we mantis now, baby. That's our security man. Screw the human, although I probably will still get him to level 1. Oh, he's full up level 1 on engines too. So we're gonna put HS Temp on shields. You've been moved. Who would like to be the mantis? Whoever, yeah, Mantis Toboggan. He is the doctor. But yeah, whoever says it first gets the name. The mantis in the cannon. Alright. This mantis is a student of Karl Marx, I suppose. Okay. Should have been faster there, Crystal Pepsi. Okay, I think we're good. Let's jump. Good event. I think I will go here, actually, because we have plenty of spots out here to mess with. Yeah, we're good to go. Hey, Jakaru96, how you doing? He says, can you recommend me a roguelike that has the same feeling as DCSS, the DCSS item system? I feel powerful when I find an unrand on the floor. That doesn't happen in Tome for me. It's just a billion items and unrands. That doesn't feel the same. Doesn't give you the power feeling, you know? Well, to definitely not the same degree, to a lesser degree, I would say that Golden Crone Hotel does an okay job of that, because sometimes you will find a spell that's really strong. Not really item, though, unfortunately. I totally get what you're referring to, by the way. It is a great feeling when you pick up, like Firestarter or something, even if it's not optimal. Usually when you find it right at that moment, it's an incredibly fun find, and it's incredibly powerful, at least for the time being. And even the ones that are really, really not optimal to use, like Dark Maul, you still really want to use them because, you know, it feels really strong, you know, and it's unique and special, and it gives a certain character to the run that maybe is not there usually. So, no, I get you. I'm kind of drawing a blank, though. I mean, it depends what kind of games you enjoy, because if you're willing to go outside of the roguelike genre, and maybe into more deck building stuff, if you're playing Slay the Spire, for instance, and you're on like a silent run and you find Wraith form, I get that feeling from that because it's incredibly rare, you know? And it's like, well, you just found something that's like both powerful, rare, and is going to probably win your run for you. Likewise, if you're into like real-time type twin-stick shooter stuff, Enter the Gungeon feels like that sometimes, where you pick up like a black hole gun and your run is just like secure at that point. But in terms of roguelikes, you specifically asked about roguelikes, so I assume that's what you want. Gosh, I guess I need to play more roguelikes. I can't think of one. I think you might, if Quad9s is still in the chat, you might want to ask him, because he's always trying out the lesser known ones, and he probably knows a little more than me. He might be able to give you a suggestion. Let's blow up the ship. Okay, I think we can't take damage from this guy, so I should have been talking about that while firing my ion blaster at his oxygen. Time to take a nap, you guys. Yeah, he can't damage me because of my level 2 shields. Fascinating. I mean, I've been trying to get Demon and Infra Arcana and a few other roguelikes to work on my virtual machine. The thing is, like, these things are just made by random people, and they're not on Steam or anything, so there's nothing really stopping them from putting, you know, malicious code inside of their roguelike. I'm not saying that that's there. I'm just saying that knowing the kind of person that typically develops roguelikes, knowing how malignant some of the people, for example, in DCSS's development community are, I just don't trust them not to put, you know, spooky bullshit into their code. So I'm just not going to run games like that on this box. And so I wanted to run it at a virtual machine, and I've just been having trouble getting that working. What I should really have is an air-gapped Windows machine that I only use for gaming and don't care if it gets Trojaned or zombied, so to speak. But I just haven't done that yet. Is there anything fun about object-oriented programming, or is it just efficiency? As Crystal Bepsy says, it's a good way to conceptualize things. Personally, I like that paradigm. You know, it definitely gives you a nice way to put everything in its own little box, and it sort of creates this paradigm where every little portion of the code should be its own little black box where it's like, this goes in, this comes out. And I guess that's kind of what a function is in general. You don't need to have object orientation to have, you know, functions, but the classes themselves, you know, they do one very specific thing, and it's all nice and documented if it's been done right. Yeah, I don't know. It depends what you mean. I mean, you asked, is it fun? I mean, that's definitely subjective. I like it. I tell you what I hate, though. I hate functional programming. If you try to make me write something in Lisp, I'm gonna look at all the parentheses and just get mad. I just don't want to do it. Oh, inheritance is super powerful. I do a ton of inheritance in my the RPG that I'm building, which I'm still trying to fix some really obnoxious bugs in. So, I wonder, are we actually taking their oxygen away? Because here's the problem. Totally impossible to know, do they have multiple levels of oxygen? Because just like my ship, enemy ships can have levels 1 to 3 of oxygen, and if they have, I think, level 2 oxygen, this trick maybe doesn't work. The Ion Blast is so efficient you think it's fine. It might be. Well, particularly if I get weapons. Oh, weapons are maxed. One Ion Blast can bring level 3 shields to their knees? That's not true. Not in one shot, anyway. It can deal with level 2 shields, I think. What's up, Oren? We are doing a very cheesy and perhaps boring strategy. Yeah, Ion Blast is really strong. If I want to take, I'm going to take a look at their oxygen real fast. Oh, I can't do that. I'm in a nebula. But dude, we're leveling up, so even if I can't starve them of oxygen, this is the optimal thing to do. You know what? I'm going to Google this. Is there a speed up mod? FTL speed up mod. Oh, whoops! It auto pauses when I go off the screen. That is a Reddit post. How can I speed up the game? You can use cheating, but most of the time it really isn't that long and worth the wait to strategize, or what? Nice reply, bro. That's not helpful. Yeah, it's some kind of mod, I guess. Man, this is such a huge oversight. I can't imagine that the devs were unaware. I can't imagine that the devs were unaware of this problem, and I tell you, this is just really, it really sours me on the game, honestly, in a lot of ways, because the game is so unforgiving, right? It's like each run kind of balances on the edge of a knife, so to speak, where your margin of error is so low, which I like, by the way. I can respect that. Different games do this in different ways, like DCSS pretty much always gives you a chance to die if you do some kind of mistake. Monster Train, for example, you make a mistake early in a fight and it's incredibly punishing. That's fine. But the flip side of that is that you want to suck up every little advantage that you can, and so as a result, it would be crazy for me. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.